Hello and welcome everyone. This is Sunil again here. So in this tutorial, I'm going to make an update of a little course on cinematic render tutorial, where I will be showing you how to get better quality in reflection, especially in glass, while you render your cinematic. So I went through the entire video, entire course, and then I saw that a few things can be updated in the course. So I will be making few more videos on that, which will be absolutely free for all the existing learners. So here, what we did in last time was like what I did and what you should do is you have to go to this master material which I have given with the Unreal course. Like anyone who has purchased this is there in the downloadables. So you have to right click on this, create a material instance, name it whatever you like. Then you have to open this. Then you have to set the metallic value to 0.5, opacity to 0.25, and then roughness will be 0, and the glass color will be something around here. So let me open this glass material which I have given here. So if I go ahead and open this material, you can see here the metallic value is 0.5, opacity is 0.25, and then color is something around here. So all you have to do is the material which I have given, master material for the translucence, right click, create material instance, and then open the material instance, and then go ahead and then apply these values on the material, and then apply the material on all the objects. Every glass material you have, you can go ahead and then apply that same material. Then again create a material instance for different versions of glass material. For an example, if I go here, I have given this material. So this is exactly same material created from here, but it is a little bit darker version of this. So if I open this material, here I have metallic value to 1 and then opacity to 0.25, and then color I have made it a little bit darker to just give a little bit shade. So here a little bit of darker shade will be more relevant. Here also a little bit of more darker shade will be relevant. So first step will be you will have to go ahead and then use the master material I have provided in the course material of the cinematic rendering, and then you have to just create an material instance and then do the changes as I just explained, and create different shades of different version of same material and make it some darker depending on your use case and the way you like it. Okay, so this is a step 1. You have to go to the master material, create materials from it, give these two settings for a little bit lighter glass material. You have to go and do this, and for darker glass shade, you have to go ahead and do these values, and you are absolutely free to use whatever you like. After that, that means this is the first step to get the master or get the better quality of reflection on your glasses. So the next step is you will have to go to PPV and then go to global illumination, and in global illumination ray lighting method should be heat lighting for reflection. And basically you don't need to change all this except final gather. If you really want, you can go ahead and make it to 4, but I will not recommend for now because we are here in the real time. So I'm just explaining, but before you just render the final video, you can go ahead and then make it 4. No need to make it more than 4. Then in the lumen reflections, also here you no need to change anything. You need to make sure this high quality translucency is enabled, but this is not relevant anymore because the settings which we are going to use. This max roughness trace should be 1. Max reflection bounces should be 3 or 8 depending on how much you want. So if I make it 8, it's not making a big difference, but when there is a mirror in front of mirror, then only it is going to make difference. For an example, I have a mirror here, and just in front of this mirror, if I have this also a mirror, in that scenario this 8 is going to help you. Otherwise 3 is more than enough for every situation if you don't have two mirrors facing each other in the same scene. Don't go beyond 3 because this is very performance heavy. So you need to make sure your post process settings are like this: ray lighting method to heat lighting for reflection, final gather to 4. Here I am explaining, so I am not making it 4, but if I I'm going to render it out. I will make it 4. Rest, you can keep it as it is. Then high quality translucency should be enabled, which is important. This is quality improvement is like quality. And then max reflection bounds should be 3, not more than 3. I will not recommend, only when you have two mirrors facing each other. Then max reflection bounds, you can go ahead and increase and see how much value it's going to give you. But before doing and changing all this, you have to, which is very important, you have to come down here in the rendering features. So you will not see this. So you have to expand this rendering feature, and then you have to come to translucency, and by default it will be like this, raster. And raster is not going to give you better quality on the reflections and translucency. So you will have to go on the translucency and then change this to ray traced. The moment you change this, editor will freeze for some time. So just give it its time, and then you will get a good translucency in your scene. And then you have to come back and then increase this accordingly and see if it's helping you. If you can't see any difference in this, then you can just keep it to 1. Don't keep it 0, keep it 1 at least. And then this one to 3 instead of 1. So this is the best. I have tested it thoroughly and I have used it in multiple projects in real-time experiences. So this is good for real-time as well as getting high quality reflection in translucency. So this is it. You have to go ahead and then do this. One more thing is you have to go ahead in the level blueprint, and in level blueprint you can go ahead and then add this DLSS auto mode. You have to just right click here and then type DLSS, then scroll down a little bit and you will see DLSS mode no auto, and then you have to go ahead and change it to DLLA and then just connect it here, and then you will be good to go. After that you can also go ahead and add one more thing, is show flag depth of field, but these two we can go ahead and add it in the movie render queue also. So these two cannot be added in movie render queue as far as I know, but this can be added in the movie render queue. So this is just for your information. If you want, you can just go ahead and add it down. So when you click play, this will be enabled, and then you will get no anti-aliasing whatsoever in the scene, and this show depth of field. Okay. So now if I go here in the sequence and then I change this to this glass, and then if I go ahead in PPV and then I switch off this ray traced, you will see the difference, how much difference I am getting in my glass quality. And if you go ahead and tweak the material, the material which I showed you, go ahead and tweak it, and you can go ahead and make it even more better, give it some tint and color, and you can go ahead and make it even better than what it is at the moment. But the key secret is this: in rendering feature, translucency has to be changed to ray traced before rendering or cinematic to make your glass look as real as possible, and then apply the same material on all the objects which are having glass material, and you can make metal instance to give different shades in your glass or objects with glass material. All the materials will not feel the same in the scene. There will be little bit variation in the glass material. So that's it. I hope this is going to help you out for getting better result and better quality. So see you all in the next update video. Till then, have a great time.